Thank you very much. Right, so let's please continue. And remember that in a previous class, we review about gerunds and infinitives. And well, the next thing is future time clauses. Well, what are the future time clauses? We are going to be using future time clauses to give specific information about when something will happen. And we are going to be using the simple present to talk about the future. All right. As you can see here, you can use the simple present, the present continuous, or the present perfect. And you can use these connectors when, as soon as, until, once, before, after, while. So in here, the main clause, this will be the future time clause. And the main clause will be using future simple, an imperative, or a modal verb. And here we have the example. When I am 69, I will retire. As soon as you arrive, call me, imperative. When you have time, you should call him, also imperative. And modal, right? Modal. Until you have all finished, nobody can leave. Before you come, you must call me. When she arrives, she might be shocked. So as you can see, the future time clause is always going to use the simple present, okay, simple present, or even the present continuous or the present perfect. Like you see here in these two examples, we are using present perfect. And here on the second part, always future, an imperative like this one, or a modal verb like these ones. And these are the future time clauses. Any doubts or questions about this?
What is imperative?
Imperative is like an order, a command, an instruction without the subject, ¿no? Que no tiene sujeto.
Okay,
So call me, stand up, don't do that. No? When you give an order, a command, an instruction.
okay.
Mhm. All right, any doubts or questions?
No.
Nice, let's please work on the practice. There you go. Let me know when you finish the practice, please. And let me know when, if the link is on, okay? Because sometimes these links, they don't want to open.
Yes, teacher, the link. Um,
Finish
Do
already?
yes.
Okay, give me a second, please. I will be sending you a new one. Thank you. I already sent you a new link, please. That's the link.
Okay.
Thank you.
Teacher, I finished.
Great. And how did you do?
I did very well.
All right. Is there any doubt or question that you may have?
No, it's okay.
Very good. Let's please continue. And well, next we are going to have a conversation practice about the future. Let's please, well, answer these questions. You already graduated, right, from university?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with the next one then. How will you use English in the future?
Mm, I will use um, when I visit other country to talk with the people.
All right. And do you think houses will be more environmentally friendly in the future?
Yes, I think because the environmental problem is advanced and the people is more conscious about this problem, and there are many technology to apply in the future in all the house.
All right. And where will we get our energy when we run out of oil?
Mm, it could be the electric energy instead of the oil energy.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the cars that works with electric, actually there aren't usual, but in the future maybe they will use more.
All right. And how will India and China affect the environment in the future? Because as you know, since they are the most populated countries, they have the highest rate of environment affecting and pollution.
Yes, in I think um, I think for the because the salary for the operators in China and India is more cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So the big companies um, put their industries or factories in those countries. Um, for example, for clothes, uh, there are many factories um, that contaminate the environment. I think for that reason that there are a lot of factories in those places that don't help in to the environment.
Okay. And what will happen if we keep polluting the environment?
Mm, in the future, if we don't stop the contamination or the pollution, they will affect our health because we how do you say respirar, breathe,
Breathe? Yes.
breathe, and contamination air.
Okay. Yes. And well, will the climate change or go back to normal?
Mm, I know if the question refers to the winter and is in the same time all the years.
Yes, like the green effect.
Okay,
Hmm?
yes, about the pollution, the seasons change in the time, and that means that the contamination advance.
All right. Yes, indeed. And will science find a solution to the environmental problems we have? What kind of solution will it be?
Mm, one of the solutions that I am thinking is the just the electricity cars that where we don't use the oil energy that contaminates our environment because the cars emit uh, carbonate dioxide carbonate in the air, and that affects to the environment. So the electricity cars don't have this problem.
Yes. And well, what will you do this weekend?
This weekend, I will spend my weekend with my family, cooking a barbecue.
All right. Do you want to get married and when will you get married?
Um, yes, I would like to get married. I'm not sure when.
Hmm.
I think after my 30.
Okay. Will you have children?
No, I won't.
Okay. And what will life be like when you are 40?
Mm, I think will be different because the technology is running fastly and all the time there are new things to do to learn that we have to apply in our life.
Okay. Will computers ever take over the world?
Mm, what means ever take?
That means that they will dominate the world.
Okay. Yes, I think now already happened. Uh, and in the future, this will be more noticed.
Okay. And will we be able to add machines to our body to improve in the future?
Mm, I think for something no, because um, there are many decisions that the human have to do, and maybe the robot uh, won't do that because we have the intellectual to think about a situation, and the robot just have programmed what are the the options, and they had to take one. Uh, but sometimes the situation is out of of their options, and this applies in so many jobs. But in jobs that are repetitive, that have repetitive actions, I think is a good option. But for other, it's difficult to to replace a person.
All right, wonderful, very good. So with this, we finish unit number 2, and now we are going to start with vocabulary on unit number 3, okay? The
Okay,
vocabulary is going to be related to phrases with word out of, okay? And here we have the first phrase, out of fashion. What is the meaning of out of fashion? Do you know?
it's like old fashioned.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Out of print. Do you know what is the
Mm,
meaning of out of print?
no.
All right. So out of print means like sold, you know, agotado. That's the meaning of out of print.
Okay.
Vendido, agotado. Out of step.
I don't know.
All right. So out of step means it's like out of order. Es como fuera de orden también. Out of step, fuera de orden.
Okay.
Out of breath.
No.
Sin aliento.
Oh, okay.
Out of context.
Um, when you don't know the main context.
Yes. Could you read the next one, please?
Out of control is when um, like a car is out of control.
Okay, yes. Here.
Out of curiosity, um, without curiosity.
Correct.
Out of jealousy,
Yes.
a person without jealous.
Yes.
About date is when the the time expired.
Exactly.
Outdoors, I don't know.
Out of doors is basically like saying outside, right? Outdoors. Al aire libre, fuera de la casa.
Oh, yes.
Ujú.
Okay. Out of duty. I don't know.
Out of duty es fuera de servicio.
Okay. Out of hand is when you you can't do because you can't.
Yes. Out of ideas.
Is when I don't think that
Exactly.
idea out of one's mind. I don't know.
Fuera de sí mismo, ¿no?
Okay. Out of order is something that I don't order.
Okay.
Out of fighting,
Pity.
I don't know.
Out of pity means por lástima.
Okay.
Yes.
Out of place is when you aren't in the place.
Yes.
Out of practice when you don't have practice.
Yes.
Out of reach, that means that something isn't in the reach.
Correct.
Out of respect for, when you don't have the respect for someone or something.
Yes.
Out of sign, I'm not sure.
Fuera de la vista. Fuera de vista.
Okay,
Ujú.
okay. Out of spy, I'm not sure too.
Okay. Out of spite means when you do something because you're angry, no? Por despecho.
Okay.
Ujú.
Out of stock, I don't know.
Fuera del stock, ¿no? O sea que ya no hay.
Okay, okay. Out of the ordinary
Ujú.
is something unusual.
Yes. And
Out of the question is is when you respond a question, I don't know how to say, eh, una respuesta que no está dentro de la pregunta.
Yes, exactly.
And out of words and extra words.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, very good. So these are some of the phrases that you will be reviewing in this unit with out of, right? Okay, let's please move forward to the next part and is grammar. We are going to be reviewing the infinitives for purpose. And for this, we are going to go directly to the practice, please.
Okay.
There you go. Open the practice, please. And well, here is the explanation. When are we going to be using infinitives, in this case, to express a purpose? And we are going to see some examples on how to use it. So here, infinitive of purpose. Well, the usage is to indicate or to mention the purpose of an action. Examples. He bought some flowers to give to his wife. So the purpose of buying flowers was to give to his wife. I will lock the door to prevent theft. That means that he's going to lock everything because he wants to. The purpose is to prevent theft. Okay? And this is it.
Okay.
Infinity for purpose. Only that. When
Okay.
the action has a purpose. Okay? Work on the practice, please, and let me know when you finish.
Teacher, I finished.
Great. And how did you do?
I think very well.
Okay, right. Is there any doubt or question that you may have about this?
No.
Okay, all right. Very good. Let's please move forward. And well, next it's going to be models of necessity. All right. And well, when are we going to be using these models of necessity? Well, we are going to be using these models in negative and in questions. Well, and we can use mustn't, don't have, need to, and had to. We can also use don't have to, doesn't have to, or didn't have to in the past, or the modal math as you can see, okay? So simple present, simple past, and must. And well, for expressing a purpose, right? The three of them, all of these models express a purpose. And in the affirmative, we use need to express necessity. For example, I need to buy vegetables. I need to um, I need to go to the supermarket. Okay, so for affirmative, need to. And for negative and questions, don't have to, doesn't have to, and didn't have to. Okay, or must. And these are the
Okay.
models of necessity. And well, here we have some examples. He mustn't be late for the meeting. I must be careful not to upset her. They must leave immediately. You don't have to give me money, but if you can, but I can if you want. You need to do exercises, they are obligatory. You had to try for the match, and I must study next week. And those are the examples. Any doubts or questions about this?
No, it's okay.
Okay, wonderful. Let's please work on this practice. And after that, we will stop. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
How are you doing with the practice, Flor?
Teacher, I almost finished.
All right. Well, let's please work on the survey and you can finish, okay? Don't worry. Thank you very much. All right. Well, thank you very much. You can continue with your practice, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.